let's do moves. Okay, let's go over the tiers. Let's go over the tiers again. S is extremely fast. It's like the core of stuff. Like these are the strategies that are the fastest and that you should be going for, and are like, if you've got a god run, you probably have these very quickly. A is solid moves, pretty fast. They're just honestly they're just outclassed by like the S tier, but they're solid moves and can be really good, but they're not always super fast. Just usually they are. B tier is, it's solid on its own, does not need, it can be fast, but these are more utility. They might help you save the run. They might be good for certain core strategies to just help them perform better, but they're generally not like super fast, and they do not rely on things to be good. It just helps other things be better. C is, you need things for this to even be fast. Otherwise, it can actually be slower to use them. But if you've got the right stuff, it's very fast. Or it can be. It's got potential to be. F tier is, don't even bother with these moves. They're not worth it. They're either too slow or they just don't do anything for you reliably. We have all the moves. We have all Mario's jump, all Mario's hammer, and all the partners. So let's get into it. Jump is probably S. Even just getting level 3 of jump is super good. If you're not able to clear an entire room of enemies, if Mario is strong enough, being able to just clear one enemy, just knock out one enemy every turn, can be really good. This will probably be the bottom of S tier, but it is, I think, an S tier move. Spin jump is B. The reason why is because spin jump technically has more power, but spin jump's normal spin jump is the same damage as Mario's level 2 jump. If I'm choosing between the two, jump is faster. So what spin jump is good for is first striking. Specifically, because you get the power boost for free, and while it is slower than normal jump, if you do need that extra power, it can be useful for it. It's also useful for hitting first strikes, because some enemies, it's very easy to just use spin jump to guarantee it, whereas a jump will not always be a first strike. And that can be kind of a skill issue. You should be able to hit all of them, but sometimes it's just faster to just hit that spin jump first strike than to go for the normal jump first strike or the hammer first strike. Spring jump. Unfortunately, I do think spring jump is outclassed by power bounce. However, if you don't have power bounce, spring jump can be an alternative that is good. I think spring jump is better than spin jump. Oh man, all these moves are really weird. Okay, power jump is solid utility. I can't really say much else about it. The softening effect is pretty solid. You probably don't need it if you're going real fast, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no multi-bounce. Multi-bounce does a lot. Quite possibly Mario's best move, because it helps support partner-focused strategies, and it is the core of his own Paro-focused speed strategy, which, as we've just discussed, Mega Rush has potential to be extremely fast, if not the fastest strategy, if all the stars align. Multi-bounce is part of that. Even if you need Spike Shield, even if you need Ice Power, like, I think we can't understate what multi-bounce's utility provides. Like, it is just one of the fastest moves Mario has. Power Bounce, yes. This is probably another S tier, because this is Mario's big damaging move if you're going the Paro route. I'm gonna put it below jump, because overall I do think jump has more utility. Power bounce is for a select few enemies, but it is Mario's like biggest damaging move. If you're stacking a lot of power, and it's good for Iron Clefs, I think it needs to be an S tier for sure. Sleepy Stomp, A tier for sure. Sleepy Stomp is surprisingly useful against a lot of mid bosses. Sometimes you can lock an enemy with it. Like, it's kind of crazy. And Sleepy Stomp is just solid in general. Sometimes you can take out a priority target, like if an enemy has a stopwatch or something, or their own Sleepy Sheep, like you could put them to sleep. Sometimes that's all you need to win the fight without dying, or win it quickly, because that guy's not there to inflict status on you. Tornado Jump, another really good pick. Guys, Mario's just got some banger jump moves. I don't know what to tell you. Like, Tornado Jump is really solid. It's way better in Hooktail, I feel, or Gloomtail, but it can be very useful. The tornadoes are actually really good because they hit every enemy, and Dizzy is a surprisingly useful status if enemies have to attack. I do think it's worse than Sleepy Stomp though. Hammer. I mean, yeah, it's Hammer. It's a good move. It's not S tier because a hammer is just not as good as jump, but it is a good move. Like, it's definitely A tier. Chat, this might be a hot take, but I think Super and Ultra Hammer are not worth going for. In the grand scheme of things, I think they are too slow. Even if Ultra Hammer has the really cool like double hit, I just do not think it's worth it when you could just jump most of the time and it will serve you just as well as long as you've got some power stacked. And also, jump doesn't need to be unlocked. It's there at the beginning, and Ultra Hammer requires Super Hammer to even get. Now, Power Smash, that's a utility pick. The piercing is actually really good. That's the best part. The piercing plus the high damage scaling, it's +3 per level. If you've got Ice, if you've got Freeze on deck, Power Smash has the potential to be the most damaging move in Mario's kit. Shrink Smash, I just don't think Shrink Smash is worth it. Maybe I'll put it bottom of C because in EX mode, I do think Shrink Smash has a place to like help you get through the later floor mid bosses because they are crazy. But it's teetering the line between C and F because it's really only EX mode where I feel like that's worth it. Ice Smash, kind of in the same boat, I feel. Might be a little better than Power Jump. Really just EX, maybe Gloomtail, but more EX mode than anything. Because the enemy scaling is just so crazy that freezing an enemy and dealing big damage later, it can be very good. Oh, Quake Hammer though? That's top of A tier, baby. And Fire Drive, honestly, both really good moves. Quake Hammer higher than Fire Drive for me. Actually, Fire Drive probably lower than Sleep Stomp, but these are two really solid moves. Quake Hammer has the added utility of flipping a lot of spiky enemies. Well, just flipping enemies, like Poop Patrols and Bristles. But I do think Quake Hammer is probably Mario's best hammer move. Fire Drive is just decent damage and it burns, which has added defensive utility plus a little bit extra damage. But it's really more like if you've got a lot of power, Fire Drive can kind of pop off. And if you've got an Ice Storm, oh, Fire Drive goes kind of nutty. Okay, Sweet Treat is not fast. Let me be clear. However, Sweet Treat has one thing going for it, and it's that if you're about to die, or you really need FP to make the future fights go faster, or just that fight in general that you're in go faster, and you're running out of items, Sweet Treat is there. It's slow, yes, but sometimes Sweet Treating is faster than just dragging out a fight with no FP or, dying and having to reset at your last checkpoint. Actually, I'm going to put it below Power Jump. I do think it's better than Shrink Smash for sure. Earth Tremor is B. Bottom. Actually, I think Earth Tremor is better than Spring Jump. The Earth Tremor has the unfortunate problem of it being very slow. Now, it can be fast-ish because you can do the exact number you need and you can scale its level to make it even faster. But the issue is that it's slow and it takes 2 SP. No, 1 SP for level 1, right? It's not bad. It's just not great. Clockout, you don't need this. Okay, Clockout is in the same boat as Shrink Smash, where Clockout can save you in EX mode, but that's it. Maybe we need a new tier. Maybe we need a new tier for this in particular, because for badges, it's like, okay, you kind of have a clear distinction, but I think we might need a D tier, fam. I think we might need a D tier. Okay, D tier is this lets you live sometimes in EX mode. This lets you survive in a bad EX mode seed, so you don't go even slow, or a Gloomtail seed, so you don't go even slower. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Power Lift. Power Lift is it's probably just above Sweet Treat, honestly. Power Lift is very slow. It's good, but like if you're stacking mad attack, like you might not even need lift. And the defense is just whatever. You really just want it for the power. And on a normal fight, total waste of time in my opinion. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's the tough part. It's really for mid bosses and so it's good for that. I'll leave it there for that for sure. But otherwise, you ain't getting anything out of it. Sweet Feast, unfortunately, this move is goated in high intensity. It is not goated for speed. You don't need this. Sweet Treat will do everything you need Sweet Feast to do. It will cost less and it will be faster because you don't have the regen animations. Showstopper. Okay, I'm gonna put Showstopper in C below here because I am not a fan of Showstopper. However, it can be useful and it can one round loadouts. If you've watched Bringle, you know, because he loves using Showstopper. And so, for some reason, sometimes even at level 1, he'll just get like 4 or 5 enemies. And it pisses me off because that never happens to me. So clearly it can be like good. It can be good. It can also be very slow and miss. So I feel like C tier is perfect. Art Attack, kind of in the same boat as Earth Tremor. A little slower than Earth Tremor because you have to wait for the whole thing to run out. But it can clear loadouts for you. Or at least clear enough enemies that like your partner can finish them off. Or vice versa, your partner does something and you finish off with Art Attack. It's not the fastest, but it can room clear in one turn compared to like other things in Mario's kit, depending on your build. Supernova? Okay, I think Supernova is C, but it's only C because you need so much star power to get it. You're probably not getting Supernova a lot. I mean, how likely is it? I mean, is it just is it almost impossible to get Supernova? Like, are you not even forced into it? Maybe it's actually worse. Maybe this is another EX mode thing. I mean, I've definitely been forced to take SP that many times, I think. Well, assuming you get Supernova, I do think it's better than all of these. Well, okay, it's not better than Lift. Let's weigh the not getting it to getting it ratio here. Let's like split down the middle here. It's, if you have it, it is, well, I lied. Sorry. You should not be taking, you shouldn't even get, assuming you get Supernova, you're barely going to use it because you have to build up all the SP to use it. And by that point, you should probably be in a position where you can just Earth Tremor or Art Attack. I'm actually going to put Art Attack here. Earth Tremor is easy to use. Art Attack is a little harder. Supernova is almost impossible to use. You have to be doing really bad to take that many turns to build up that much SP or have a cracked star power build going. Head Bonk. Like, it's still fast, it's strong, but, well, okay, that's being unfair. Let's do this. It should be A tier. Head Bonk is still very strong and fast. Tattle, do not use this. If you are using this, turn on the show HP thing. Why aren't you? Multi-bonk, one of the boss killers. Multi-bonk is really strong. It's probably S tier material. It's a boss killer and you need that kind of, that. If you're slow against the dragons, you are losing big time. So to have a partner move that lets you do that is good. And multi-bonk is one of those moves. Scope out? No. Iron Bonk though? Iron Bonk? Now that's the perfect top of A tier right there. Iron Bonk is probably Goombella's best move in a vacuum. In the context of a speedrun, it's slightly worse than multi-bonk. But Iron Bonk gets shit done because it's invincible. Goombella can even hit charged puffs without any drawback. Like, she just is immune to everything. And it's decent. It's literally just her head bonk damage. It's crazy. It does take 2 moves, but the thing is you can just grab multi-bonk and then Iron Bonk and you're set. Rallywink. I do not think Rallywink plus Mario is very good. Well, I'll put it at the bottom. God, actually, the thing is, like, it can be there. It can be useful. Okay, it's probably here. I don't think it's better than Sweet Treat. The thing is, like, if you don't have a pair, this thing needs Pero Mario to be good. Otherwise, there's no reason to use it. It needs Pero Mario. Otherwise, you should not be choosing another Goombella move at all. Shell Toss, top of A, for sure. Probably the fastest single target attack in the game. It's so fast, especially if you flick. If you know, like, how to flick the control stick to make it instantaneous. I think if someone put Shell Toss in S tier, I would not argue. But I think it's top of A for me. Power Shell, however, I mean, we have to be real. Like, it's like loadout for loadout. Nothing is beating a Coop's power shell if the enemies are grounded. Nothing. It is so fast, so strong, so cheap. It's 2 FP for the level 1. So if you have one Flower Saver peon, it's 1 FP for what could be a like 20 plus damage attack with like 5 Mega Rush Ps. Like, Coops is cracked. Withdraw, do not take. It is not worth it. Shell Shield. Okay, this has EX mode utility. That's what we're gonna put it in. It's probably better than Clock Out. Well, you know what's actually kind of goated, but in a little slept on? Bulk Up, dude. I think this is bottom A. Is it better than Hammer? It might be better than a lot of these, actually. Bulk Up is just fast power lift, and that can be really good on if for well, okay, actually Bulk Up is okay, hold on. Let's not go crazy. Let's do bottom of B. Sorry, it's Mario focused. It's a Mario centric thing, but it's a quick and dirty power lift for Mario. It's not really good if you use it on Coops. Like, he could just probably be better served. Like, if you're building into Coops and he has a good build going, you don't need Bulk Up. But like, if you're going Mario, Bulk Up is one of those supporting moves like Rally Wink that can be really good. However, I think Bulk Up is just better than Rally Wink, like full stop, and by a pretty big margin, because more power means less time power bouncing, and it's fast. It is a much faster lift. Shell Slam, yep. I think these are the two best moves for going fast in the game. Shell Slam gets stronger per enemy it hits, and it pierces for more FP, and it's still super fast. Not as fast as Power Shell, but like, you get these two moves, you're set. You're cooking if you've got some attack on Coops. Body Slam, listen, if you have to use it, you have to use it. It's sitting in C tier. It's not a bad move. It can hit a lot of enemies. It's just slow. Gale Force. Okay, where am I putting Gale Force, bruh? Gale Force is... Okay, here. Above Rally. Gale Force is like... No, Gale Force is in the same realm as Showstopper, but more accessible. Gale Force is, I've got nothing left. I need to get rid of all these enemies. And maybe you multi-bounce to make it easier, but like, you lose out on a ton with Gale Force, and it's slow, and it doesn't always work. And if it doesn't work, it's a feels bad, man. Lip Lock. I mean, Lip Lock is good, but like, I'm gonna be so real with you. I do not think Lip Lock is even worth it. Dodgy Fog, absolutely. Blizzard, however, I think Blizzard is fast. Maybe not as good as like Quake Hammer and Sleepy Stomp and Fire Drive, but I do think probably a little better than Tornado Jump. In fact, Blizzard and Tornado Jump combo together really well, especially if there's aerial and ground enemies, because again, the tornadoes hit everything. And it Freeze in this game, if you didn't know, and I didn't mention this in the badges, I'm sorry, but Freeze doubles the damage of the next hit. It's kind of like, it's basically Breath of the Wild's freeze status. So if you are frozen, the next hit while you're frozen will deal double its damage. So it's really good AoE, because you can use an AoE with Mario after freezing with Blizzard. And I don't know, like, it's slow, but like, freeze is crazy. And like, if this is the build you've got, like, you can do things. Like, oh god, I think I got one of my PBs with Blizzard. Thunderstorm is not unfortunate. I actually love Thunderstorm, but I do not think it's worth it in a speedrunning context. You have to take so many moves. It takes a long time to do, and it's just not worth it over just using Blizzard and another move to deal double damage. Ground Pound. Yeah, I mean, Ground Pound I think is just it's the worst of the Power Bounce, Multi-Bonk, Love Slaps. I think Ground Pound is the worst of all of them. It is the slowest, and Yoshi having base 1 damage really hurts because the level ups only increase the amount of hits he does. So he sits at that 1 base, which can be pretty tough to work with, actually. Enemies get some pretty good defense scaling, especially in EX mode. But if Yoshi's what you've got as a boss killer, like, Ground Pound has been serving challenge runners since forever. So it's not like it's a bad move, it's just slow. Honestly, I know it's got boss killing potential, but yeah, I mean, if you've got, I think it's worse than Ironbone, probably. Lickety Spit is a move that's like, If you've got it, you got nothing else, it can be good. Egg Barrage is kind of comparable to Ground Pound. I actually think Egg Barrage can be pretty good. I've definitely used it before. I think it's a little better than Ground Pound. It's really only good against single targets. So again, it's like a mid-boss boss killer. That's really all it's good for. But those mid-bosses and bosses suck up a lot of time. So if it's good against them, it definitely like has some really good utility. Gulp. Nope. This is like a Ms. Mouse steal, but I think Gulp is more limited than Kiss Thief. I like never even bother with Gulp with Yoshi. Maybe this is something that needs to be explored, Gulp with Yoshi. Maybe this is something that needs to be explored more, but for now, I've never bothered to take it. I always skip it. Mini Egg, I think, is in the exact same vein as Shrink Smash, but worse. And Stampede is, gosh, probably here. Because Stampede is really bad unless you have Peril Yoshi, just Peril partners in general. And like, if you've got Peril partners that are not Yoshi, Stampede is really slow and it only hits grounded enemies, just like Power Shell. So it's like, the damage potential is insane. Yoshi needs less investment than Koops. However, the speed difference is insane. And Koops deals one big hit, whereas Yoshi's hits are all like ground pound. I feel like with the ability to choose multiple partners, you usually have at least one that is like straight up better than Stampede, like Fiery Jinx or Blizzard or Koops, or even even Smoke Bomb is better than Stampede in my opinion. So Shade Fist is a solid move. I think it's just right here, bro. The burn is nice. Shade Fist is just a single target attack like Flurry and Koops, but is basically as slow as Flurry. Curse, honestly, can be pretty valuable. Curse can slow mid-bosses, and sometimes a mid-boss not being able to attack for just one turn is enough. Better with Mario setups, obviously, but like it can be useful, so I'll kind of... I don't think it's better than Earthtremor. It's better than Stampede. Probably better than these, actually. Neutralize. I pick Curse over Neutralize every time, so I would say don't even bother with Neutralize, personally. However, I'm not going to do that because, kind of like Shell Shield, it can stop Mario from, like, getting statused by, like, an inevitable stopwatch or Sleepy Sheep or what have you. So, I think it's probably here. Veil. Nope. No one's played with it. It has Rally Wink properties at level 2, but I no. Fiery Jinx is where Vivian really is. And I think that's because it's just a better Fire Drive in my opinion. Like, they're kind of the same move. You know, Fire Drive only hits grounded enemies, has a higher base, but Fiery Jinx has the potential to do so much more because it hits everything and because partners are just easier to work with in general. They have the same base. Oh, they do have the same base. Oh my god, you're so right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of just vanilla. Oh my god. Yeah, Fiery Jinx is just a straight up better Fire Drive. Again, utilizing Mega Rush P is easier than utilizing Mega Rush, so I think Fiery Jinx overall just has an easier time doing what it needs to do compared to Fire Drive. Infatuate. Okay. Infatuate is hilarious and can end a fight if there's one enemy left, but it's like, I would never take this, but in EX mode, like if you have a really bad partner loadout, like it's not like Infatuate can go fast sometimes, and for that it's going at the top of D. Bomb. I think Bomb is the fastest of these three of the non-shell tossers. I guess I'll call these four moves the hammer. Like, they have the hammer damage on them, you know? They're not like jump like Head Bonk, and they're not their own thing like Ground Pound. Bobberies is the fastest of them all that are not Shell Toss, so he's kind of basically in that same area. Bomb Squad, nope. It's just not worth it. It's too slow. Hold Fast, same thing. Poison Bomb, same thing. If you're getting Bombast, I don't know what's going on, bro. But, like, I think it can do the things. Probably better than, Jesus. Put it, okay, I'm just gonna put these three at the top. Like, that's how it needs to be. Megaton Bomb, yep, do not, nope. Bobbery has two moves that are usable. That's Bomb and Bombast. I'm sorry, fam. That's just how it is. If you get Bobbery in a race, well, you know what to do. Find another partner. He's just a tank at that point. He's your HPE sponge. That's what I use him for. Not for his moves. Love Slap is, I think, the strongest of these moves, because even though Love Slap starts at 1, it pierces defense, which just gives it a little more power. And honestly, it's kind of fast. Like, honestly, I think this is faster than Ground Pound, if I'm being honest. Maybe Multi-Bong is a little faster. I don't know. I actually use Mouse more than Goombella for dragons, so I'm going to put it above Goombella, because personally, I use Mouse more. Whether that's slower or not, I don't know, but I think they're both really fast, so I think it's pretty negligible. Kiss Thief. Kiss Thief is an interesting move, because I'm going to put it top of A. Or actually, I'm going to put it right below. No, I'm going to put it top A. The reason why I'm putting it in A and not S is because, one, sometimes you don't get it. Like, sometimes you just don't get Kiss Thief. Well, that's weird to say, because sometimes you just don't get Mouse. Okay, I'll put it bottom of S, because Kiss Thief can change things. Like, it's not the best anymore, because I feel like working the shop angle is a more reliable thing than working Kiss Thief. However, Kiss Thief has been majorly buffed. You can attack, you can steal from like any position basically. So Kiss Thief is actually better than it was in Infinite Pit, and it was already one of the best moves in Infinite Pit. But like, I just think in this one, like, obviously it's very good, but I feel like a lot of the times you could get set up quickly, especially in like a Hooktail Tower where you don't need Kiss Thief. But if you have it and you find like a Mega Rush P or something, an extra one, like, it's guaranteed then, and it's very good. So like, Mouse, that utility never left. It's just a slightly dampened, I guess I should say. Like, it's just not as prominent as it was in Infinite Pit. But like, if you saw Kiss, like, Mouse, you were like, we got Kiss Thief, we're good to go. Kiss Thief is still very good. I just don't think it's as top 3 move in the game material as it was in Infinite Pit. Tease is whatever, do not worry about this. Embargo is, I need to be saved. Please save me in the X mode. If I don't have Kiss Thief, I'm picking Embargo every time. That's all I'm saying. Smoke Bomb, I think, is literally this. It feels the same as Fiery Jinx for me, but it's better than Fiery Jinx in my opinion. It's slow, but I think it hits more things than Fiery Jinx does. It's just a better bombast, honestly. I guess if someone put Fiery Jinx above it, I wouldn't argue, but I use Smoke Bomb. I've used Smoke Bomb more in my time speedrunning than I have Fiery Jinx, for sure. And then Smooch, yeah, no. This list actually looks pretty solid. A lot of Flurry and Bobbery are down here. But other than that, almost every partner has some kind of use. Special moves, obviously, not very fast, but they get the job done when they need to, like Earth Tremor. I'm putting Earth Tremor above Power Smash, actually. I think this looks pretty good.